Hey everyone, this is Tracy with Color Me This. We're on episode 297. It is my October haul video. I basically have 3 chunks of items. Did not buy a lot. Well, actually for me, I guess I did buy a lot. So first is my little Walmart haul. I am not the shopper in the family. Hub goes all the time, but it was his birthday, so I got to go and pick out a couple of items for his birthday as well as a birthday cake. And I did sneak back to the craft section, and here is what I've got. I think I've told everybody I am working on replacing my metallic markers for the holidays for doing mostly cards, but I do use them in coloring. Great crossover hobby to have, those two hobbies. So I bought the King Art twin tip metallic pens, 10 of them for $5.98. I think that's a screaming deal. So I'm really curious because I'll pay that for one. I might have paid close to that even on sale for the Posca gold and silver. So we will play with those. I have been looking for these. I've read and seen good things about the Swirls. So I bought them, $3.47. I've already got samples to share with you, so I don't have to do that on camera with you. I did it ahead of time. And then I did grab a mixed media pad from Canson. I do like the Canson coloring paper. It is very inexpensive overall, and I paid $4.24. Graduate. I looked at it. It actually is double-sided. It has a smooth side, which is the bottom, and a very rough side that is the top. So I thought that I would test these markers because I'm very intrigued. Very intrigued. And we have good Christmas metallics with those two greens. Silver and gold, which is the main focus. Double-ended, so we have a, I don't know if they consider that, looks like a bullet nib to me, but let's just see. Yep, it's a bullet. It's a little bit on the darker side. Almost bronzish. Interesting how much darker that almost looks like it has a little bit of black and how much lighter that is. Almost like it's two different ink pools. I like the feel of the brush nib really well. It's a little bit precise. It's not as big, and I like the even sheen on that. Again, the bullet actually looks a little bit like it's got black. Interesting. Pearl that we won't be able to see. I might have to grab my black pad. Boy, they just do look like two different colors, don't they? And it is one continuous barrel. But look at how different that looks. Anybody else have any comments on these? Have you used the King Art twin tip metallic markers before? The blue actually has some double colors in it. It almost looks like it has purple and blue, and that's on the brush side. Still a good value for $5.48. I'm going to grab my black pad. All right. I found I did not find my black pad, so I am using Stampin' Up! Basic Black. Not very opaque. So, very little actual color pigment. Shiny, kind of like mica type metallic. Very soft tones. So there you go. But my main goal was gold and silver. There's the gold, there's the white, and there's the silver. I think of all of the colors, the gold and the silver brush side work the best. So that's those. I told you that I have, for the swirls, I already did some coloring with them to save some time. There are 12 colors. They are all named colors. Here are all of the variations. This is the rough side. They actually go down pretty soft. One of them is scratchy. I should have put a little S next to it. It was one with blue. It might have been Raindrops. It was definitely one that had blue in it that felt a little on the scratchy side. But I like the color variations. And then on the back, I colored something with them. So here is each of these flowers uses a different pencil, and all I did was rotate the pencil. The brown works really well. I thought it was fantastic. I love the sunset one. I think it's Sunset Luau. And I added white acrylic marker to help isolate the petals and the leaves. And I like them. I think they're fun. I think for a dozen, you get a really nice color payout. I think I use, let's see, how many did I use? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I only used 6 pencils on the flowers here. So, fun. Again, $3.47. A dozen pencils. Definitely fun. They're very soft. There was only one that was scratchy. I've never owned swirl pencils before, so I thought that was fun. Next I'm going to jump into the metallics and the fluorescents. I've already done a quick unboxing of these already. So I got the 50 fluorescent for $8.35 from Temu. 72 metallic, I paid $12 even for these. They are both Brutfuners. I have taken them. This is the metallic. I did a quick sort order. I don't think that I need to be super picky about the sort order for them. Here is the color palette that you get. I love how easy the lettering is to read. I looked through the pencils and saw that they all looked, I didn't see any jumping out at me as being off-center. I know that the Color version of their metallics can have centering issues. Even some of the Brutfuners can have center issues. You know, like the worst offender may be that one right there. and maybe this one. But as a rule, they all look pretty good. All right, so you get a nice full array. I'm hoping with 72 that I can do some more complete images with the full palette. I wanted to do the first few and give you guys impressions. We will start with the yellows. I haven't done this in a long time with you guys, so I always do the area over the circle, which is going to be punched out, solid. And then I go off the edge because I will be trimming off the edge so that the color is exposed on the edge. So this allows for the optimal color matching by having the hole punch and the edge exposed. So I do half solid, 1/3 with 3 to 4 layers, and then the final, I guess it's in fourths. 1/4, 1/4, 1/2. So I see graduating color. It is morning, by the way. Fairly early in the day. I have been having this crazy cannot sleep thing. I being the person who can sleep till 10 or 11 o'clock. I can sleep 10 hours. And I have been able lately, not been able to sleep more than 5 or 6 hours. My parents are here. It is so exciting. Lots going on. They close on their house Friday, so this is the last push. In the midst of that, I'm doing garage sales and an artisan market on Saturday, which happens to be her birthday. She does get to close on her home the day before her birthday, which is actually a week earlier than expected. So that's exciting. All right, so I do need to write these colors down, but I don't have to worry about it because they're all already sorted. The color numbers, there's names and numbers, by the way, and the numbers are your typical random-ish numbers. It looks like they're all 2 digits, though. And so I will write them in later. Soft, mica feeling, pigment varies. I thought the first one was a little bit light. This one was very pigmented, and now this champagne color. I see the sheen in it. It just is a very soft color. Again, my main reason for owning metallics is I love the feel of them over any other pencil. They are just fantastic to color with. The problem that I had with the Castle Arts, the biggest problem, there's not enough. 48, it wasn't enough. It doesn't cover all of the color ranges. It's more a full set of mid-tones. So I'm hoping that with this set I get more lights and darks within each color family. There's one that's not very well centered. We'll see how they sharpen. Just do a couple more. I didn't do a very smooth job on that, did I? A lot of times I will go crisscrossing directions, which I needed to do on that one because that was pretty sloppy. I do get sloppy with swatching, and I have to force myself to do a nice job. I want to just rip through it super fast, but then my you know, my swatch sheets won't look nice, so I'll have to go back and grab them and do a repeat. So I am grabbing this one that I did a really sloppy job. See, that's all it needed, and look at how much darker and vibrant it is. Nice. So I will finish my swatching. They will be, there's enough of them that I will incorporate them as their own set, separate from the Castle Arts. I will probably do a head-to-head page in Small Victories at some point. I do like how they feel, and there will be a deeper look at them at my first opportunity to use them. And let's now move on to the fluorescents. There are 50 fluorescents. They are even more fantastic as far as presentation goes. Love them. Oh my gosh, they're like eye candy. And they have color family. So we have a set of yellows, a set of oranges, a set of reds, greens, and to me it's pretty obvious, but I think that's kind of cool. In fact, this one I put in the blues, so not all of them are in order. I have put this in the blue section because I did go by the barrel, but it is a green, and then here is a purple mixed in with the blue. I think that's funny that they call that deep purple when that's clearly not deep purple. So we're going to do a few of these. They have numbers. They are numbered in order, 1 through 50. However, I did color family. So let's see how true to the numbers they are. Here's number 25. It should be, so 25 should be in between 24 and 26. So there might be some tweaking, but I don't think it should be between 24 and 26. So I put it on the outside. I started out in color number order. I suppose I could change that. I kind of like the idea of going back to color number. What do you guys think? Color number, or just go by my own eyeball color of the barrel, since I haven't actually colored with them, and the barrels could be way off. So let's color with a few of these. We'll do some yellows. So again, these are going to be added to my collection as their own complete set, and I will be using them in my colorings. Likely I will limit them to be used in Small Victories. Same with the mica. Oh, hey, look at that. There's our first little problem. Okay, so I'm gonna get my sharpener and I'm going to sharpen this. There we go. Sharpen great. Wood feels good. All right, that's number 10. That is all I'm going to do of those. We will continue on with these. On my list, there's our first start of our rainbow. I think the price was right. These cases were under $5 a piece. They were, under $6 a piece. I think they were $5.98 a piece. And I bought both of them. I have my beaner, and I gave each of them a different tag so that I will know that the fluorescent green is the neon. And they're the only blue cases that I have. All right, the next chunk and the final chunk is I bought a book. So this is because I'm in a dragon mode. It was Pumpkins and Dragons for the month of October. So this was a used book. I've already done the flip through of it, so you can go back. I'll put a link to this. I paid $5.98. It has one page colored and some weird damage on the cover, but it's minimal, and the subject matter is fantastic. The paper is Amazon paper, and in here is the one colored image, but you get 2 sets of images per book, so I have that image uncolored as well. This one might be getting spliced for making pages. Then my other 2 was what I call a rehaul, because these came in my pod, and I wanted to show you my other 2 dragon books that I have had for many years. 6, 7 years maybe. Let's look. This has a black back on one side. Jade Summer is, I like her art a lot. This was 2017. And I have this electronically as well. The book includes a free digital copy PDF format, and that's mainly why I bought the physical book. If I could have just bought the PDF version of the book, I would have. And the art is pretty fantastic. It reminds me a lot of Selena Fenech. I've colored that one somewhere. I don't know if I finished it though. No, for me, very good structural, pleasant dragons. I love my dragons to have the 4 legs. I think I've said that before. We have many debates, us dragon snobs, about what we believe is a true dragon or not. This one is not as good. Dragon Life, Nathaniel Wake, also bought at the same time as the Jade Summer dragons. These are both, in fact, all 3 of these are Amazon. And he has the heavy lines, light line variation. This one is one that I have finished. I don't know where I have that. Someday I will show that. I know what I'll do. I'm going to put up right here on the side my colored version of this. I colored it in Copic markers, and then years later, I might have colored it back in 2017, and then a couple years later I went and did some colored pencil over the top, polychromos. So that is the end of my haul for October. I pretty much don't have anything in mind for what I need to buy in November. I have now 3 sets of metallic markers for the holidays. I did get the Poscas. I got some from the Dollar Tree, and then I got these from Walmart. So that's probably enough to get me by with my very old ones that are drying out. So if you have any questions, comments about any of these products, go ahead and leave them here. Do all of the YouTube things, like, share, comment, consider subscribing. Thank you all for visiting and supporting my channel, and we will see you at the Daily Color.